welcome back to another review on Saturday. This is a figure I know people have been wanting me to review on the channel now for a while, and to be completely honest, I had plans to upload this video before, but things happened and it got delayed, being when I first originally filmed the review for this figure, I had my old camera and the review didn't really turn out the best, so here I am now to give a better review somewhat of this figure. The Jurassic Park Series 1 and Series 2 Dilophosaurus, because the only really huge difference between the Series 1 and Series 2 version of this guy is one came with capture gear and one didn't have capture gear. And they both came with different collector's cards, being Series 1 right here on the left and then Series 2 here on the right. One sporting an art shot and then the other being a shot from the movie, Series 2. This was always a really nice Kenner Dilophosaurus toy. I always enjoyed this, being that it was a kind of a rubbery figure, or somewhat rubbery figure. You can see the tail and bend to bend. And even going all the way up the figure here into the figure's chest area, you can almost kind of see the ribs that Kenner tried to go into detail with. Both the Series 2 version and Series 1 version are both tagged JPO2 right here on the leg. Posability is really only in the legs. You can go forward and back a little bit, like so. That was it, because the arms didn't move, so the only opposable parts really on this figure were the legs. Like so. Do forgive me, I tried filling this figure with water and squirting it, but I don't know whether mine's busted or not, but I just felt like the squirting action didn't really work. The Series 2 version coming with capture gear when the Series 1 version didn't, well known. 3 pieces of capture gear and a muzzle. Very easily, just slide on and off. Arms and leg chains, like always. Cool thing about the capture gear for this figure is this figure was completely subdued when all pieces of the capture gear were applied. There was no way this figure was going to move, being it had legs and arm cuffs and a muzzle. And the last piece being the piece that pisses off a lot of collectors, being that it's always missing, or 99.9% of the time it's missing, this clip that doesn't really offer much, just the clip. And then here we go. Here's the detail. There's the hole from which the water would be spat from. I said, I think it's just mine that it doesn't work, but you would hold his head underwater and squeeze his belly like that, and then, as you can imagine, if his head was underwater, it would fill up, and then you'd squeeze it again to spray, or spat his venom at unsuspecting victims like Dennis Nedry. But a cool amount of detail. These arms up here, as they kind of look like they're posable, they're not posable. Take note on that. These arms don't move. Not really a huge deal, I guess, but kind of meh. I always did enjoy the paint job on this, being the green with the white creamy color mixed with this dark gray on the figure's back. Very cool. And he even has a little bit of red under his jaw and under his throat area. I really like the red under there. I don't know. Being that this was a poisonous animal in the movie, I feel like the red only being under the throat right there was really cool. I like it. Here's how he'll size up with a human Kenner figure, this being Dennis Nedry, who met his demise by the hands of this dinosaur in the film, as you all remember. Really cool too, the Dilophosaurus figure almost kind of matches the hatchling paint job too that came with the Dennis Nedry figure, so that's kind of cool, as you can see. Almost the same, somewhat, kind of ish. But if you're looking for this Dilophosaurus, which I highly recommend you get him, he can fall in the price range from about $15, being if he has all the pieces of capture gear. But if you don't want the capture gear and you want to go with the Series 1 version, being that the Series 1 version will probably be slightly easier to find than the Series 2 version right here. But The only difference really being is one has capture gear and one doesn't, so that's kind of up to you whether you want the capture gear or not. So for any of you out there 100% completists that want the capture gear, go with the Series 2 version, and for anyone out there that doesn't really care all much about the capture gear, go with the Series 1 version. It's a really cool figure. I rate him a 4 out of 5. I never really used the squirt gun water action too much back in the day, being I didn't like getting my electronic figures wet, or I was always paranoid I'd get my electronic figures wet. Either way, tell me what you guys think of this figure. Thumbs up the video if you enjoyed this, and if you guys like this toy. Subscribe to this channel if you want to see more Jurassic Park toy reviews. I'll be going through a lot of the old stuff. And there'll be actually reviews for the Jurassic World toys when those come out too, so subscribing to this channel really helps, and I appreciate all your support, everyone. If you want another review, check back here Sunday. Take care, everyone. Red Hunya, out.